You may have already heard this by now, but I feel like, Snipster needs to just go ahead and make you well aware of this. It's a short one. Zero hedge. Nearly 2/3, that would be like 66%, of non-citizen, non-U.S. citizen households in America, illegal immigrants, right, are on welfare. Again, I'm just absolutely confused and dumbfounded. If you're not a citizen, how the hell can you qualify and get it? I don't understand. How can you even qualify and get the welfare assistance? Now, you want to know why they want to come over so bad? And this is anybody, any immigrant that wants to come to America, especially from the South, which are Spanish-speaking countries, South America, whatnot. They do not have, I tell you about them because, number one, they just got to go north to come to America. A lot easier than trying to get on a boat for free somehow and get across the ocean. That's not happening. So they can come up the land. However, what they're doing, or when you look at what they have to deal with at home, there's no welfare. They have no welfare programs, not even kind of like what we have here in America. So they realize if I can just get up to old America, if I can get to America, I will live like the poorest American, more like most Americans won't want to live. But coming from where we came from, I would live like that in a heartbeat. And I'm gonna tell you, if I were there and I was one of them, I'd be telling you that right now. Okay, no welfare, no government help, no government assistance. So go to America where I can barely survive, but it's free. Free food and help and healthcare. What the hell do I got to lose? Hell yeah, I want to go to America. Who do I need to vote for when I get? Oh, Democrats? Okay. Nearly 2/3 of non-citizen households in America are on welfare. A Center for Immigration Studies review of U.S. Census Bureau data reveals a stunning 63% of households in the U.S. headed by non-citizens are on some form of welfare. That's just shy of 2 out of every 3, proving to be a burden to the American people. So much for the lie that massive immigration enriches our nation. Dead weight. The information CIS uncovered is infuriating in a number of ways. The 63% figure is almost twice the rate of native-headed American households that use welfare, which is a disturbingly high 35% as it is, but non-citizen households, 45%, also utilize food programs at a much higher rate than the natives, 21%, and disproportionately tap into Medicaid programs as well, 50% versus 23%. The most telling statistic in the review, however, is that welfare use rises among non-citizens the longer they are in the country. Quote, of households headed by non-citizens in the United States for fewer than 10 years, 50% use one or more welfare programs. For those here more than 10 years, the rate is 70%. What did I just tell you? They have nothing down there in their own countries. Anything's better than nothing, right? 100% of nothing sucks, but even 20% of something is great, right? And they got 100% of nothing down there. Why do you think they want to come to America? And you, who may struggle, sorry about your luck, you're going to pay for it. And again, when you grow up and live in that lifestyle, that culture, if you will, that's the way it is down there. That's how we roll. That's how we live. I think that's just the way it is. You come up to here and get on welfare, you're going to be calling, if you can even call them, you're going to call your friends back home and tell them how rich you are. Oh, I love it. Amigos, come up. This is phenomenal up here. I get a house I can afford because I get help, whether they're in the ghetto or Section 8, doesn't matter to them. They got a freaking house to live in. It's not a shack. It's not a shanty. It's a house. And you're paying for it. That's all I got to say about it. There's a little more to this article, but that's all I got to say about that. Okay? Take care.